your weekly music and entertainment fix.
Backstage with Sinéad.Se Mhórdha.
With all the best music, interviews, and live sessions.
On Radio Nova. Backstage. Music News Update.
And now to bring you up to date on all the latest in music news is Conor Irwin of Radio Nova. Hey Conor, now you have news regarding Arcade Fire and the Stone Roses, but first, Led Zeppelin. We just heard Immigrant song before the ad break, and Led Zeppelin have been in the news of late regarding plagiarism of Stairway to Heaven. So what has been the outcome?
They've won their Stairway to Heaven plagiarism lawsuit after a jury deemed that the band did not lift Spirit's song Taurus. It had all been brought about copyright infringement kind of thing. It was brought about by Michael Skidmore, a trustee for the late Randy California, who played guitar in Spirit, saying that Zepp had lifted the kind of iconic guitar riff from Taurus. But the jury went out, 8 jurors, and they decided that Led Zeppelin did not, in fact, lift the song. So, case closed.
Case closed indeed. And now you've got some quite exciting news regarding a new release on the horizon.
Yeah, there's great news for Arcade Fire fans. Will Butler has suggested that the band's next album will be released during 2017. It's been a while since we've had anything from them. They've all been doing kind of solo projects and all that sort of stuff. Butler, his debut solo album, Policy, was released last year, at the end of last year, and he's saying that they're 30% into their 5th LP as a group. And it'll be done when it's done was the other thing, but he said it would probably be released next spring.
Well, that's something to look forward to in the new year. And now, Conor, for news of something completely random. I can't get over this one.
Yeah, let's end things on a very light-hearted note, shall we? A jar of air from the Stone Roses Manchester gig last month is selling on eBay for over £65,000, Sinead. You are bidding on a jar of air taken at the Stone Roses gig at the Manchester Etihad Stadium Saturday 18th of June 2016, says the item description. All the atmosphere, anticipation and ecstasy of 60,000 people singing their hearts out, captured forever in this glass jar. Air sample captured during I Am the Resurrection. I swear, if you place your ear next to the jar, you can still hear a faint reverberation of Squire's solo. A moment captured in time. With just a couple of days left on the bidding, the jar of air currently going for £65,900.
And worth every penny. Conor Irwin of Radio Nova, thank you so much for bringing us up to date on all the latest in music news.
Cheers, Sinead. Chat to you next week.
Chat to you then. You're backstage with me, Sinéad.Se Mhórdha, on Radio Nova. Yet to join me on Backstage will be original rude boy Neville Staple, former vocalist of The Specials. He will be playing Groove Festival next weekend. I'll also have a gorgeous live one for you from Brian Wilson and Al Jardine of the Beach Boys. But now I've got new music for you from Dinosaur Jr. They've got a new album coming out on the 5th of August entitled Give a Glimpse of What You're Not. Now, this track is so good. It's a wonderful, perfect, sun-kissed piece of indie gorgeousness and instantly recognisable as a offering from Dinosaur Jr. This is called Tiny.
I'm all alone.
New music from Dinosaur Jr. on Radio Nova. That is a track called Tiny. It's taken from the forthcoming album, Give a Glimpse of What You're Not. They are cited as one of the greatest live bands of all time. In fact, apparently they don't just crank their amps up to 11. Nah, they crank it up to 12. And you can witness that live when J. Lou and Murph take to the stage at Vicar Street in Dublin on the 15th of November. I'll see you up the front.
Backstage
on Radio Nova.
Live Room.
Brian Wilson is one of the most influential songwriters in rock and roll history, best known, of course, as the frontman for the Beach Boys. I was lucky enough to catch him live at Primavera Sound in Barcelona at the start of the month. Sorry, I mentioned Primavera again, but it was just incredible to catch such an artist live, someone like him to have changed the musical landscape and inspired so many bands for the ensuing decades. Added to the fact that we actually got to hear Pet Sounds performed live in its entirety, a pivotal album which this year turned 50, and Brian Wilson just turned 74 on Monday, just gone. So a belated big happy birthday to Brian Wilson. Here he is now performing with his band, which includes co-Beach Boys founder Al Jardine. This is Wouldn't It Be Nice on Radio Nova.
Backstage on Radio Nova.
And you're about to go backstage with the original rude boy Neville.Se. He is credited with changing the face of pop music not only once, but twice. He has led an impressive 35-year career in the music business, from the days of the Coventry Automatics through to the Specials and Funboy 3. He continues to be a forerunner of the ska movement today with his brilliant band, the Neville.Se Band, who are playing Groove Festival next weekend. And joining me now is Neville.Se. Neville, it's so great to have the chance to speak with you today. Now, when it came to the Specials reuniting in 2009, it was such a momentous, joyous occasion, and it was great getting the chance to chat to Neville Golding at that time and getting to see you guys play at the Olympia Theatre. But I was sad to learn of this animosity and intensity that was in existence amongst all the band members. But at the end of the day, you did decide to go off and venture forth on your own. So what led you to go down that route?
Well, I was doing it before on my own anyway.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, the fans wanted to hear the Specials again. And when it got back together, they asked me, and I said, yeah, well, after 3 years, you know, I thought, well, I'll go back to being on my own. So I started my band again, and that's when I left, and Roddy left after. But, you know, good luck to them, really.
Because for a band who seems to have so much, you know, turmoil and, you know, intensity between members, you produced something that was just so groundbreaking and special and fun. So how did that kind of... Was it always that kind of level of animosity or intensity between you? How did you get to create such amazing, magical music out of that?
Right. All the magic of the music came from Jerry Dammers. He put everything together, wrote a lot of the stuff, and I guess after a while, people just drifted off, to be honest with you. But Jerry done all of the writing, all the production, you know, all his idea. Two Tone was all Jerry's idea.
Was it really? Wow. Because you set up a label and all.
That's why I had to leave, you know what I mean, to go back to my own career.
What a remarkable career it's been between Funboy 3 and the Neville Staple Band, of course, coming over here. I mean, obviously, you know, performing live is something that you absolutely love to do. So, you know, what does that live aspect mean to you?
Well, as soon as you go on stage, whether you got a bad knee, bad back, as soon as you go on stage, you just give it all. Always, 100%, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just love being on stage. I'm an entertainer, a show-off.
You're still at it. The original Rude Boy is still at
That's
it.
what they call me, still the original Rude Boy.
Still amazing. Well, Neville, I'm going to pause you there. You're backstage with Neville Staple, former vocalist of The Specials. And from The Specials, this is Too Much Too Young on Radio Nova.
Too much too young. You've done too much too young. You're married with a kid when you could be having fun with me. You've done too much too young, and now you're married with a son when you should be having fun with me. We don't want no more baby. And take her, no we ain't. We slept another burden on the welfare state. You've done too much too young. You're married with a kid when you could be having fun with me. No more baby. Call me immature, call me a poser. I'll spend a year in your bed on roses. Don't wanna be rich, don't wanna be famous, but I'm gonna have to say, hey, that's you. Too much too young. You're married with a kid when you could be having fun with me. Bird and June, we don't want no picnic. You've done too much too young. And now you're chained to the cook and making current buns for tea. No more picnic. Ain't you heard of the starving millions? Ain't you heard of contraception? We wanna program the sterilization. Take control of the population. It's another new generation. Yeah. Try wearing a cap.
Music from The Specials on Radio Nova, Too Much Too Young. And joining me backstage right now is Neville Staple, former vocalist of The Specials. And Neville, just looking back at The Specials, who led the way for two-tone and obviously had a more focused and informed political and social stance than other ska groups. What is your opinion of that whole political social stance today and how people view two-tone today?
Well, to be honest with you, not a lot of people are really into it. They don't know what happened. They're lost. They're just following following like sheep in wool clothes. And to be honest with you, because a lot of people don't really look at it and saying, "Well, the country's going downhill," like this, how it used to be when Thatcher. I mean, if you mention Thatcher, not many of the kids know about Thatcher. You know what I mean? But since then, when the special came, when place was closing down, and you look around now, shops and everywhere else is closing down yet again. So it's like it's full circle back round. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm not really a political guy. Only when I was in the specials before. and now it's getting so stupid. It's getting worse and worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know what's happening in the world right now, but it's getting so silly. It's just going back to Margaret Thatcher.
Oh, God, that does not bode well at all, Neville.
No, I know that. I know.
Yeah. Just move to Ireland.
I know. Ireland's, everybody says Ireland's nice to move to.
Ireland's
live. Seriously.
It's the best. There's so many people who've relocated over here from different bands.
I know.
Yeah, well, I bet you do. So listen, Neville, we can't wait to see a Groove Festival on Sunday the 3rd of July. So what can we expect from this show? What are you going to do for us?
Some nice, enjoyable music. The crowd can get involved with it. A bit of energy off the crowd.
Of the crowd, yeah.
Yeah, and some old and new stuff. And everybody just come and have a party and join in with some of the songs. Well, every song they know, they can join in. I'll let them sing on their own if they like. You know, the band will play for them and they can sing it.
Nice. That's it. And before you go, one last thing. Amongst all the amazing people that you've toured with, from The Clash and teaming up with members of the band and playing with Damon Albarn and all the stuff from living in LA and being in Funboy 3 and everything, what would be your highlight, or can you even think of one highlight?
Yes, I can.
Oh, good.
Being on stage with Amy Winehouse.
Oh, really? Oh, bless her, that's
at
right.
the V Festival before she died, about 3 months or something, 4 months or something before she died. What a lovely lady she was.
Oh, bless her.
So that was my highlight,
really?
to be honest with you, so far.
Oh, bless. She was a phenomenal talent. It's so sad she's gone. Her voice was just one of the best I've ever heard. Never mind Adele. Like Amy Winehouse just had something special.
I think Amy Winehouse is better than Adele. We didn't hear that. Well, you mentioned it first.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, we both agree.
To do with me. You mentioned it.
We both agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I know we do.
Yeah.
I know we do. She was fantastic. She was fantastic.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, listen, Neville, we can't wait to see you. I know it's going to be such a fun show. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today.
No, fantastic interview. Thank you very much.
You're so welcome, Neville. Delighted to chat to you today. You can catch the Neville Staple Band live at Groove Festival next Sunday, the 3rd of July.
Backstage.
Entertainment update.
And now to give you some tips on who to check out this weekend and over the coming week is Conor McCaffrey of The Star. Hello, how's it going?
Hello, how's it going? All right, not too bad.
Good. Now, I know you mentioned Forbidden Fruit a wee while back and claiming that you felt about 100 years old, but this next thing should make you feel a little bit better about yourself, shouldn't it?
Something a little bit more refined at Emma in Kilmainham on Tuesday. Sigur Rós are playing. The Icelandic trio, they've been on the go for about 20 years. They've always kind of been dubbed as post-rock, but that's always seemed to be a bit selling them short, you know what I mean? It's just, they've always been this kind of transcendental, graceful, expansive soundscape. And I know you had to see them at Primavera, didn't you?
They're amazing at Primavera, yeah. And you're just about to talk about the light show as well, aren't you? Because it's
I wasn't at Primavera, but I did just watch the videos on YouTube. And if you're on the fence about going, you should definitely watch the videos, because that would definitely sell the show to you, alright?
Oh, wow. Nice.
And also go early to see James Vincent McMorrow, one of Ireland's favourite adopted singer-songwriters, as a really big support band as well.
Moving on to this, I'm so jealous because this is on a Thursday night. I can't go, but Saul Williams is a legend.
Always complaining about missing gigs.
I'm sorry, rubbing it in. I need a doppelganger.
Yeah, Saul Williams is playing the Sugar Club next Thursday. On paper, kind of seems to be like a hip-hop artist, but if you've been to his live shows, it's properly heavy. Lots of very punk music, guitars, industrial noise, lots of very angry slam poetry. Biggest album was with Trent Reznor in 2007. I'm going to see if I can get this right. The Inevitable Rise and Liberation of Niggy Tardust.
Nice! Did it in one. Well done.
His new album, Martyr Loser King, he likes his puns obviously, it's on the same kind of heavy industrial buzz as well, which should make up for a pretty hectic live show. We've both seen him a few times, I think, so yeah, it's definitely
he's amazing live, proper punk poet, incredible live performer. It's a little bit different obviously, but it's worth going to check him out. And there's a couple of really cool festivals happening next weekend, kicking off with Castlepalooza.
Charleville Castle is opening up its gates in Tullamore next Friday. It's still kind of one of Ireland's most beloved festivals. Still really small, lovely surroundings, and they're always boasting about their toilets, but it definitely makes a massive difference.
They actually have proper loos, do they?
Proper toilets. And that's nearly the third or fourth thing they boast about after the lineup.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And they seem to have a bigger budget this year. Like, they've got far bigger names in the bill. We've got Caribou, Villagers, Cat Power, Jurassic 5. Then loads of other interesting alternative acts like Lisa O'Neill, Lynched, New Jackson, Melodian, Overhead the Albatross, and a DJ set by Steve Davis.
Get out of here!
The Steve Davis, the snooker player. And he actually
what's he going to play?
He plays like techno, krautrock, prog rock.
That'll be worth going along alone just to see that and the novelty of it. Well, Conor Caffrey, you and your helmet t-shirt can get out of here.
All right.
Thanks for popping in.
Right, have a good weekend.
You too.
Next Saturday on Backstage.
I shall be broadcasting from Groove Festival at Kilruddery House in Wicklow, where Aslan the Blades and David Kidd are some of the artists taking to the stage. Peter Devlin is on the way next with his Saturday soundtrack. As always, he has 2 hours of choice tunes lined up for you, including tracks from Nirvana, Dr. Feelgood and Richard Hawley. He'll be with you right after the Nova News update at 8. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.